Welcome back because it's all come down to this training. You learned all these strategies, exactly how to build a script, the frameworks of a great video, how to position yourself as an authority, and now you're going to learn how we actually build these authority videos. So we're going to teach you how to manually do it, and more importantly, outsource it so you don't have to do all the work. And it's important that you understand that in Module 5, we're going to show you how to automate this process. So what might take a few days or even lots of hours of work to do, you can literally do in minutes from Module 5. But it's important to go through this training, take good notes, because two important things. Now you're going to know exactly the inner workings of these frameworks and how to build the video. But two, if you want to do this for a business, now you know exactly how to do it if you ever want to outsource it, or because businesses are going to pay a lot of money for you to do this for them. So let's jump in. Now I do have one assumption, and the assumption is that you followed the previous lessons and you've written a script. So you've got a script outline, or you've downloaded a script that you were given and filled in the blanks, and you've also done an audio recording of that script. So you can use something that I love. It's been around for free forever. It's a great program called Audacity. So if you haven't heard Audacity, just Google it, download it, and therefore you can record on your computer an audio file, and then you can edit that audio file so that you get it exactly the way you want it, how it sounds. And if you don't want to use that, then simply Google free audio recorder. There is a ton of them out there. So again, for this specific lesson, I want to assume that you've already got that done, because it really is easy to do. You write the script and then you just record an audio file. But now we're going to teach you step by step exactly how to build the video. So in building the video, I just want to do a quick refresher on the framework. Now the framework states that, hey, we've got an opening, a spokesmodel, then we have these 7 video authority frameworks, and then we've got the spokesmodel close and call to action. So essentially what I'm going to be doing here is I want to make this segment 1, this segment 2, then this entire 7 authority frames here. This is segment number 3, and then this is segment number 4 and segment number 5. So really we've got 5 important segments that we need to build, and then we need to put them all together with the music plus the images and then the editing of it all. So we're going to do that really quickly here. So hopefully you can see it. Let me see it one more time. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 segments we have to build. So building your expert video. So the first is the segment. I want to talk about the length and then the price of what you can get it done for. So prime time opening that we talked about is typically going to be about 6 seconds, 8 seconds, right? So 6 to 8 seconds. So not very long at all, right? Just enough to show that high-end graphic. This is something newsworthy. And the price, well, let's look at the price. I'm going to go to Fiverr. Let me open up my browser, and you should open up your browser too. And let's actually go to Fiverr. And we're going to type in video intro. In video intros, you can see here, they come range from $5 to $40. Now you can see here, this one's really cool looking, right? This one's really cool looking. But typically you really don't want to pay more than $15 to $20. So whatever your new style intro is. Now, let's look at, instead of video intro, we're going to type in, oops, I actually spelled video wrong, but so we're going to go to Fiverr and we're going to type in news intro. When you type in news intro, there is a lot of cool news intros you can do. Isn't that really cool here? So you're going to find anything between $10 and $20, right? So I'm going to say that if you want a really good one like you see here, now if we just click on this, you'll be able to see like, ooh, this is really good. And they have a lot of different ones that you can do. So I would do this one all day long for $15. Now you get to add a logo, overlay, transparent background, right? This is fantastic, $15. So now let me just go in here and I'll open up this and we're just going to do $15. So let me put $15 here for the primetime opening. Now the next thing we want to do is the spokesmodel intro. And typically the spokesmodel intro is about 30 seconds, right? So about 30 seconds. So let's take a look now. And we're going to go back to Fiverr. We're going to go back to the actual search bar at the top. Instead of news intro, we're going to do spokes model intro. Now, there's a few important things. Oops, let me just put spokes model video. So there's a few things here. Is because you want it to be put on some type of green screen. So you can start to see here, okay, a green screen. That one's crazy. I will be a professional spokeswoman. She looks kind of sad. So you just have to kind of search a little bit here. So this woman, I would be a professional spokeswoman starting at $85. So let's look at what $85 gives us, right? 30 seconds or 50 words, right? And then is she willing to put something in the background? So you have to check the back to say, hey, it's going to be on green screen. You can give me a backdrop, professional image, right? So look at standard. That's for 1 minute. Okay, so it looks like they'll put something in the background as well for us. So about $85. So let me just go back and let's look at some other intros here. I'll create a commercial for your company at $295. No, that's way too expensive. I'll be a spokesmodel for your brand. Okay, so she's at 1 minute or less for $90. But she doesn't really look like she's done anything new. She's more like, it looks like a product supporter, or a product marketer. So I think this one would be really good down here. So level 2 seller, 168, 5.0, that's a good one. So right around between $80 and $100 is going to be your spokesmodel intro. So we're just going to put that here so you can see this. So let me chalk this up to about $85 here. Now, the next thing we need to do is your 7 authority frames. Now, typically your 7 authority frames are going to last between 90 seconds and 2 minutes. So that HP to formula script that you wrote, when you read it, typically you read about 125 to 150 words. So that's going to be somewhere around 300 words, somewhere around there. So you're going to be about 90 seconds at the bottom. And then at the top, no more than 2 minutes. So let's take a look here and let's go back and take a look at video or 90-second video. So if you look at 90-second videos, there's all kinds. And so what you really want is more like a slideshow video where they're simply going to put all these different images with nice, high professional graphics and animation. So we kind of scroll down here. You can see I will create an amazing promo video for $30. So this looks really good. So let's take a look at this.
It's a brand new millennium, and over a 97% at a GA priority, and see the result.
Oh, this looks really good. So it's going to be $30 for 30 seconds. So a standard is $130 for 60 seconds for voice and script. Now, you don't have to do the voice. You'll be giving them the voice, right? So they'll do the script writing. They'll do the video editing for this segment. And if you just kind of go down for Kickstarter, for promotion, so that's great. And also premium is $200 for 90 seconds. So that's a little rich. So, but you're going to be about $150 on average to create this. So let's go back here. And so those 7 authority frameworks is going to be about $150. Now, I know this is starting to add up. You're like, wow, for one video, but you can charge $1,000 to $1,500 to a business for one of these videos. And I also want to let you know what it would cost you to do this in Fiverr. The cheapest place you could get it done would be this much, and there's even more. So the fact that in Module 5, you're going to see how to build these on autopilot almost with just a few clicks, drag and drop, you're absolutely going to love it. But know that 7 authority frames is about $150. Now, the next thing we do is a spokesmodel close. Now, this one's not as much because this spokesmodel is only going to be about 15 seconds close. So we just want a 15-second close here. And so at 15 seconds, the spokesmodel intro for $36.85. So I'm going to say this is about $30. I don't have to go to Fiverr to see that. And then what we also need to do is the closing call to action. So we just need a quick billboard at the very end to say, hey, call the number on your screen if you want to talk to the expert. So this spokes model would typically do that. That's an extra 10 or 12 seconds. So I'm going to say it's about $15. And all you're going to ask for is if they would do the voice. And then again, they don't have, their face doesn't have to be on camera, just the voice, a call to action billboard at the end. And this is about 15 seconds of audio, and then approximately 15 seconds of no audio at all, because you want to give people, if they want to grab a piece of paper, write down the number or the website. So altogether it says 30 seconds, but we're just going to ask for 30 seconds of the spokes model and just the voice. So there you have it. Now, we're not done yet because we have a few other things that are going to cost a little bit of money. Music and royalties for the images. So if we go back here, and let me just keep this. Remember our framework here? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 images you have to give them. Now, most editors, when you do this, you're paying for them to edit. You're not paying for the royalties of the images. Now, some might have a account and they're able to get royalty-free images, but really good images don't come royalty-free. Typically, they're $10, $15 to buy these types of images. So one of the things I like to do is go to Shutterstock, and then I would type in stressed business person. And so when we're talking about the problem or illustrate the problem, right, these are great images, right? Not stuff like this that's cheesy, but stuff like this that's very engaging. Stuff like this, right, that's very, it feels like they're right in the moment. Not this stuff, not silly stuff like this, but things like this, right? The images like this. So Shutterstock's a great place to go. There's a lot of other good places to go as well. But now you can start to see like, wow, this is why businesses will see so much value in this. And this is why when businesses see your video, it's going to be so valuable because they know what goes into it. So when it comes to music, your music is probably going to be something like $6, $8, which is, if you listen to the video that I'm going to share with you in just a minute here, you see a background music, right? Kind of news type anchor. So you're going to spend about right around $8 to $10 for that music, right? But then the royalties are typically $8 to $10 for each image. So you need about 6 images, because remember, you got a photo of yourself. So if you take that 7, so 5 or 6 images. So altogether, the music and royalties is just going to run you about $45. And then lastly, you need a pro editor to put everything together. So that means they're going to take the opening, the spokes model, the 7 authority frames, the spokes model close, the call to action, the music, and the royalties, and then edit it all together. And typically you can get that done for about $75. Now, there are those that are on Fiverr that you have to look a little deeper on, but they'll do it all for you. But when they do it all for you, it's going to be not much cheaper than what we're going to see here. So let's add all this up. 15 plus 85 is 100, plus 150 is $250, plus 30 is 280. 80 plus 15 is 295. 295 plus 45 is 200, actually 340 at this point. Plus we need the editor. Another $75 is $415 to get one done. And this is why we charge up to $1,000 to $1,500 to create these videos when we do it for a business. And more importantly, why, again, I can't stress enough, why someone sees your video, they're going to be like, wow, this is really amazing. Because look at, even from Fiverr, how expensive it is. Just imagine a professional video company having put all this together. It would cost into the thousands. So what I'd like to do is end this lesson by showing you a video that we produced that puts it all together for you. So if you've already seen in the previous lesson how we actually put a video together for you as an authority vid, now you'll be able to see what we do for businesses and why we charge $1,000 to $1,500. So the entire framework's there. So take a good look at this video I'm about to show you, and now see if you can see the framework all through the video. So let's watch.
When it comes to finding a great dentist today, it's not easy. With so many choices in your community, how do you find the best dentist for your family? We caught up with a local dental expert to find their insights on what to look for when finding a great dentist, so you can keep your pearly whites shining bright.
I'm frequently asked, how do you find a dentist? For most people, they use the internet and Google dentist and hope they get the right result. I like to give 3 tips to help people find a good dentist. Because what we're seeing in our office is patients coming for second opinions on treatment plans from other dental offices. The client frequently feels that the treatment is aggressive and unnecessary and in many cases portrayed as urgent. In the absence of swelling or an infection or bleeding, most dentistry can wait. So the first tip I'd like to offer is, does your dentist listen? Does he ask questions about your previous dental care, about your fears and concerns? Number 2 would be technology. Is your dentist up to date on technology? Look for things like digital radiography, which exposes you to less radiation than normal x-ray. And the third thing is your comfort. Your dentist should be concerned about your comfort. He should be able to give a painless injection. For a lot of people, Novocaine isn't enough because of anxiety, so ask for things like laughing gas or conscious sedation. So if you're looking for a dentist who truly listens, who's up to date on technology and is really concerned about your comfort, give our office a call today for an appointment. We've been serving clients in Palm Beach County for over 38 years and served thousands of patients. We offer a complimentary consultation, including digital photography, to help you find a solution for your dental needs. Our vision is to give people options for dental health that will fit their budget, from everything from a simple filling to complex full mouth restorations. Helping our patients to chew and smile again, that's what it's all about.
Pretty interesting, isn't it? Now you have some helpful hints to guide you to just the right dental professional, and you'll be well on your way to a healthy and vibrant smile. Would you like to learn more? Contact our featured expert at the number on your screen. Happy flossing!
So now you can see the power and the framework, how it's all put together, and that dentist absolutely loves that video. He shares it, he gets compliments on it, he gets business from it. So very, very powerful. So now in this lesson, we've got the authority video creation done. You know exactly how to do it. Now let's teach you the most important part, which is capturing leads. So now let's go to the next training where we teach you the video lead capture strategy.